the second week of OTAs in the books with the Jaguars, head coach Gus Bradley has been impressed with the team's overall improvement. There's been plenty of get better and competition going on over the past 2 weeks, and Gus seems to like what he sees.
Thought we finished strong, so a lot of good reps that took place, situational football. Really pleased with the progress we're making. TJ Yeldon is somebody that I think is done a nice job. I think that whole running back group has done a good job working together. They're each taking their chances, their turns. Bernard, D-Rob, Toby, Grant. He's done a nice job in special teams and has caught our eye. I think defensively we're further along. I think we're, again, trying to create that standard, but I think the players understand what the standard should look like. So that's good. Offensively, we're progressing faster than I thought we would, learning a new offense. I think last year when you have a bunch of new guys, remember last year on the offensive line, we really didn't know. We were trying to find out who the starters were, and even into the season.
The team has done its job in the draft and bringing in a few key free agents to help the cause, including tight end Julius Thomas. But we all know that the improvement of this team all comes down to one position, the quarterback, Blake Bortles. The Jacksonville Jaguars can only go as far as their leader under center takes them. Bortles spent much of the offseason in the West Coast working on his fundamentals and mechanics, which he said made a huge difference.
To me, it's a big difference. The guys that I worked with, it's a big difference. It's just more efficient. It's better. Something that, when I was able to talk to Oli, a while back, there were things that we wanted to work on and fix, and it was good because it was kind of on the same page as the things I was trying to fix anyways.
He's also critical of himself, but he recognizes what needs to be fixed, and he's able to do that. A lot of guys aren't able to do that. Yeah, on his takeaway and his follow-through right now is the emphasis that he's working on now.
I think Blake is, I haven't mentioned him much, but he's really doing a good job picking up. I think his mechanics, his throwing motion, I think when you look at the balls he's throwing, I'm sure you standing on the sideline can see a difference.
I think one thing that was really cool about working with those guys was, they kind of get you to self-correction. They give you all these tools and say, here's how to fix it, or not how to fix it. Nothing's wrong. Everybody throws different ways, but here's how to throw a football more efficiently and kind of help yourself out there. And, when it goes wrong, here's a checklist of things you can go through and see where you went wrong at. So I thought that was cool.
Staying on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver Allen Robinson returned to the field this week in limited capacity. It was the first time he saw action since he suffered a stress fracture in his foot after just 10 games in 2014. For him, getting back on the field was a major step and a long time coming.
Just good to be back, just sharpening up on my technique and stuff, and just knocking the rust off. After I came back from my foot, it's just been taking time, so just trying to go out there, trying to do as much as possible, do as much as my foot is letting me, so I haven't had any setbacks or anything like that, and it's been going well, so, just getting out there and just try to get the rhythm back.
He just looks like he's, sometimes you come back from an injury like that, you wonder their confidence level. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. He just, jumped right to the front of the line. The first day he was back.
It's been fun, getting out there, everybody helping each other. Hearns, Marquise, Tandon, some of the young fellas, so we're just kind of just taking it each day, learning a new offense, going out there and getting the reps in and stuff like that. So it's been fun.
Switching to the other side of the ball, although the team itself only managed to rack up 3 wins last year, the defense showed plenty of signs of life. Many say that the third year of a player's development is the year in which they either blossom or bust. That time has come for cornerback Dwayne Gratz, and both Gus Bradley and defensive coordinator Bob Babbage say he's on the right side of that fence.
He's really worked hard in the offseason. These guys, a lot of them, he and Demetrius and Jeremy Harris, they're on their third year. And, with Devon House and Tommy Campbell, and we talked about Aaron Colvin. They've had nothing but a great attitude. We're just moving around. We're trying to find out. We're creating competition. And those guys understand that. That's what Coach Bradley, that's what he's been about since day one.
Those corner spots, we've got really 8 guys there that we're taking a hard look at. We're going to have some tough decisions. So all those 4 is going to be, we're just trying to figure out who's going to come to the top or how they're playing.
Rookie defensive tackle Michael Bennett was taken in the 6th round of this year's NFL draft. He joins a unit that was clearly the bright spot of the defense last year. With Senderick Marks and Roy Miller both coming off injuries, and he's taking advantage of the opportunity to prepare.
So this week is, really just the whole week I'm full go, and it feels good to get back out there and be able to practice with the NFL. I haven't had too much problems with the playbook. Some of the different checks and everything I got to get used to looking for the formations and, checking them out. But I didn't think the playbook is horrible to pick up. I'm sure they'll throw more stuff in during the season, during camp. But, yeah, all the vets are really open. They're really helpful. So I ask them questions, and sometimes they seek me out just to help me out and give me answers. They're really helpful guys. I thought today was the first day where I was really feeling the heat. It was the humidity was crazy, and they go pretty fast here at practice. So, I'll get used to it, but today was rough.
Don't forget the Jags will have a mandatory 3-day minicamp beginning Tuesday, June 16th at the Florida Blue Health and Wellness practice. Thursday's practice will be open to the public. Fans interested in attending must register beforehand at jaguars.com/veteransinformation. See you there.